Hi, kindergarten. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning about garbage. And we're still in our unit about taking care of the earth. Our first vocabulary word is decompose. Now, to decompose means to rot and fall apart into pieces. So fallen apples decompose and become part of the soil. Here you can see an apple that starts off looking a little old, but as it gets older and older, it starts to fall apart, and eventually it would become part of the soil. Next, we have dumpster. A dumpster is a very large trash container, usually located near large buildings, like apartment buildings, stores, schools, and restaurants. So I have a dumpster like this outside of my apartment building, where everyone who lives in the apartment building takes out the trash. Our next word is hazardous. Hazardous means very dangerous or able to hurt or harm people. So you might have a sign up like this to tell you, like, ooh, that's a dangerous area, that's hazardous. Our last word is landfill. A landfill is a place where garbage is dumped and buried. So in this picture, the worker is using a bulldozer to bury the town's trash in this landfill. Oof. Okay, so do you remember what this is right here? This is Earth, and the planet Earth is made up of three substances: land, water, and air. Okay? Remember, the land is what we walk on. Water is what oceans and lakes are made out of. And then the air you can't really see when you look at a picture of the Earth, but it's what the clouds are in, and it's what we breathe in and out. Okay? They're very important for people, right? We need land to live on, we need water to drink, we need air to breathe. The title for today's read aloud is garbage. What do you think garbage has to do with taking care of the earth? Have you ever had to throw something into a garbage can? Throw out a piece of trash, maybe? What do you think happens to the garbage after it's thrown out? You might put it in the trash can, but what happens after that? Where do you think garbage goes? Listen to today's read aloud to see if you can figure it out. Okay? And as you're listening today, I really want you to be focusing on what happens to garbage after you throw it in the trash can. Okay? And today's topic is garbage. Here we go. Hi, good old Earth here again. I thought I'd start by showing you a different view of me. This is what I look like from the moon. Pretty amazing, huh? I look really small from way up there. It's hard to believe that all of you people, along with your cities, farms, schools, stores, cars, and houses, fit on Earth. But you do. Today I'm going to talk to you about something very important: garbage. That's right, stinky, ugly garbage. Some people also call it trash, waste, junk, or rubbish. Whatever you call it, it's all the same. Stuff you've used and don't need anymore. Trash is probably not something you think about a lot, but you deal with it every day, and so do I. There's an awful lot of trash on me, and not to make you feel bad or anything, all that trash comes from people. Imagine you go to a birthday party, and they give you some cake and ice cream, and let's say they serve it all on a little paper plate, and they give you a paper napkin and a plastic spoon to eat with. You gobble up all of that food. And then what do you do with the plate, napkin, and spoon? Do you push them under the sofa and forget about them? I hope not. Do you open the window and throw them in the backyard? I hope not. Instead, you put the napkin, plate, and spoon in the trash can. A trash can is sometimes called a garbage can or a waste basket. Whatever you call it, it's the place where you throw away your trash. What is this man doing? Well, he's taking out the trash. I'm guessing this trash can is in his kitchen. Where else do you have trash cans in your house? Some people have one in every single room. Lots of people keep one in the bathroom. We would definitely have one in our classroom, in the school cafeteria. What trash can that you have is the biggest? In my house, the biggest trash can is in the kitchen. So Why do you think this man is taking out the trash? Because the trash bag is full. But then, what does he do with it? What do you think happens to it next? He'll probably take it outside to a bigger trash can or maybe to a dumpster. A dumpster is a large trash container that may be next to large buildings. Do you have a dumpster near where you live, or do you just have a large trash can outdoors? Once people have thrown their trash bags into a dumpster or an outdoor trash can, they might think, whew, out of sight, out of mind. That means they stop thinking about the trash because they can't see it anymore. But I don't stop thinking about it, and I hope you won't either. About once a week, garbage collectors come along in a big garbage truck, pick up the trash can or dumpster, and dump its contents into the back of a truck. Then what do? Do they park the truck on the edge of town and leave it there? Do they launch the truck into outer space? Do they call up a magician and ask him to come and make the trash disappear? Where do you think the garbage truck takes the trash? In many places, they take it to the nearest landfill. Some people call the landfill a dump because that's what you do. You dump your trash there. However, I, good old Earth, prefer to call it the landfill to remind people that all they're doing is burying their trash inside of me. A landfill is a place where garbage is dumped and buried. This might look like a lot of trash, but trust me when I say, what you see in this picture is just a teeny tiny bit of all the trash people around the world make every single day. Once the piles of trash in the landfill are big enough, bulldozers move in and push dirt on top of the trash. Why bury the trash? Well, it goes back to that idea of out of sight, out of mind. If the trash is underground, people don't have to see it, think about it, or smell it. Your town or neighborhood is a much safer, healthier place to live in because all of the garbage is buried underground, away from where you live and play. Trust me though, just because the garbage is buried doesn't mean it's gone, at least not for a long, long time. Oof. After it's buried, some of the garbage starts to rot or decompose. That means that the trash breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces and becomes part of the soil underground. Trash that was food usually decomposes pretty quickly. The paper plate from the birthday party will decompose too, but it'll take longer than food. It may take several years for the paper plate to decompose. What about the plastic spoon? Unfortunately, plastic doesn't rot like food and paper, so that spoon may lie around for hundreds or even thousands of years before it ever breaks down and becomes part of the earth again. Every landfill gets filled up eventually, and a new landfill is needed so that people can dump their trash. This picture shows an old landfill that has been closed. Most of the garbage is buried and slowly decomposing underneath or underground. As you can see, plants can start to grow on the land again, and some animals may even move back in and make their homes there. But landfills can be dangerous. So much garbage underground means that there could be hazardous or dangerous gases and chemicals in the air, so you can't see them. The bad gases and chemicals go back into the soil and air and can even get into the water supply underground. This hurts the living things that live on Earth, breathe the air, and drink the water. Using this land again costs a lot of money and requires a lot of hard work and time. In most cases, land like this will remain a dangerous place for many, many years to come. The garbage you drop in the trash can today is out of sight, but it shouldn't be out of mind. So where does garbage go? What does the amount of garbage that we throw away have to do with taking care of the earth? Click on the exit ticket below to share your thoughts. See you later, kindergarten.